Ja, hallo zusammen. Wir sind hier auf dem Greenfield Festival in der Schweiz, in Interlaken. Heute sitze ich hier inmitten von Hot Water Music. 3 von 4 sind dabei. Chris, Jason und Chuck. Welcome. And thanks for your time.
Thanks for having us.
Well, you're touring and promoting your new album, Exister. Who wants to tell me or tell us a little bit about it? Whatever you want to say about it.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah, that is good. That's good. That is just what I thought it would be.
I mean, we feel like it's it's our best record yet today, and we just feel like it's kind of a perfect progression, with everything that we've done over the years, and also working with everybody at the Blasting Room. Bill Stevenson and Jason Livermore. It was a really smooth session, and we had a great time doing it. It came together really quickly and strong, and just perfect for us.
So when you say it's the best album you ever did, what makes it so much better than the other ones?
Maybe Jason. Well, we're better now. So that mostly. I mean, the plan is, if you do something for a long time, to not end up sucking at it at the end and keep getting better the whole time. So we kind of feel like we've done that. I really think that's it. It's just,
Yeah.
Well,
And it was the most fun.
yeah,
No arguments. Only album we've ever done without having an argument.
not any.
Not a single one. Maybe about like what to make for dinner or something.
Yeah.
Did it help that you're not living in the same neighborhood anymore? Like spread it all over the continent?
no, I don't. We don't argue when we're just hanging out.
You mean the record, like
Yeah.
the recording process? I think it definitely added, or definitely added another element that we'd never dealt with before in the session. When we all came together, we had a ton of material, a lot of things to work with, and I think kind of the absence from one another and just kind of the not beating the songs into the ground constantly before the session. Like, we came together really fresh and fired up, and we were running on kind of a strict time schedule, since all of us have we're busy in our own other work. So, I think that it definitely added to the fire of being apart and coming together in a short period of time and just straight to work, and it helped, I thought.
And how do you manage to keep up the the intense touring with not only Hot Water Music but your solo projects? Then you guys did the draft album in between. How do you do that?
Yeah.
Guinness.
Yeah. It hurts. It's not easy, man.
I mean, you'll get a different answer from all four of us, depending on who you ask. That's the hard one to answer, because
So what would you say?
I don't think it's hard.
Don't.
No, I like playing music.
Okay.
I like doing it live. I don't really like recording. I don't really like writing. I don't like not being home, but I also don't want to go home and work in an office.
Okay.
So I guess it's one of those things where I feel like I have an awesome opportunity, and I'm stoked about it, But that's just me. I mean, everyone looks at touring differently. I know George and I have a way easier time with it than these two guys do. So it's a hard band question to answer. So we just try to get the most done that we can.
I love writing, and I love being in the studio. I love it. I've toured, just as much as these guys. We've all toured half of our life, over half of our life, some of it. And I feel like I've definitely had my fill of it.
Okay.
I still enjoy. We've developed so many amazing bonds with people and communities over the years that has changed our life, for the better, I think. And that's a wonderful aspect of it. And in a lot of ways, beyond the fact that we've chosen a path a long time ago for this to be our livelihood, but that's a definitely crucial element to have that keeps us going is like,
The only way you make money in a band is playing shows.
well, no, yeah, but I mean, like all the people that we've connected with over the years, you know what I mean? It's like it's almost like seeing this extended family. That some of the people, one of the guys on the road that's with us, Thomas Schindler, was literally like one of the first guys we ever met.
Okay.
The first time we flew over and went to Roswein, Germany.
Okay.
And and he's traveling with us, today. So it's one of these things where, over the years you meet people that change your life, and become a extended family, and it definitely helps. For sure.
And there was never a time when you thought about quitting all that?
No, I mean, I'm always trying to figure out how to make it easier.
Okay.
I'm always trying to figure out how to avoid the bad shows. You know what I mean? Like right now we're dealing with the tour that comes up in the States in September, and it's like there's a few different areas where we're like, okay, where do we make this the most fun? We're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and I don't know, you live and you learn. You try to make it better every time.
Okay.
You learn your limits too.
Okay.
So you
Make the same mistakes twice.
yeah.
And you succeed in that?
You're always learning. I mean, there's still a lot to learn.
Okay.
But no, I mean, I don't want to do anything else but play guitar. That's my favorite thing to do. But you're always trying to figure out how to do it better, how to do it smarter.
Okay.
How to avoid those hard days, and part of that is making our tours a little shorter than we used to,
Okay.
so you don't get so burnt out. But
Less of them. Less of them over the course of a cycle. In the older days, we just felt like we had to, when you put out a record, we just felt like you had to play everywhere.
Okay.
And play everywhere like 5 times, and like we would run ourselves into the dirt.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
We weren't as popular as we are now. That was a lot of like financial necessity too. Like if we don't play this many shows, we're not going to pay our bills.
Yeah, sure.
And we're lucky
Yeah,
now that we don't have to think about it that way.
What about you especially? You're doing hot water. Yeah. You're playing hot water, and maybe the same night you're playing your solo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like that, a lot of that has to do with, it's hard, it's not easy to do that. But at the same time, that's one more day that I get to be at home that year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So basically, we did a run a while ago where we did some festivals, and I was doing double duty, where it's brutal, but at the same time, it's like, I don't feel pressured to, because technically I'm on 2 different cycles. I'm still supporting Covering Ground that just came out in September, and we're out supporting Exister. So it's a heavy load and kind of hard to find and hang on to that balance. You know what I mean, between the 2.
We asked our users, our readers, to send him some questions if there's anything that they want to ask you guys. And there's one concerning you guys, you two. Will there ever be another draft album?
I am going to keep writing with him and George for the rest of my life.
Okay.
That's my answer.
Good.
So
maybe.
Yeah. I mean, but I tell you one thing. If me and him and George wanted to write a song and call it The Draft, to us it was a 3-piece band. Mm-hmm. We had a lot of different people that played guitar in that band. It would be a different band. But if we wanted to use that name, The Draft, sure, why not? But right now we are full speed ahead in putting all of our energy into this. And it wouldn't make any sense for 3 of us to write a song right now that wouldn't be a hot water song. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. If it was something we really liked and thought we wanted to put it out, it'd be like, this is our band. You know, the draft was kind of a weird experiment. You know, it was a different thing than this. You know.
I think the reason why that guy asked the question, he said, as Chuck is doing so much solo, what do you do in the spare time?
He does solo records. Yeah, he's got.
Yeah.
We all do our own thing.
Yeah, we all have lots of stuff that we're doing.
Yeah.
Like nobody stops.
Yeah.
Not in this band. Not in this band. Everybody's working
Okay.
all the time.
All the time.
Everybody works differently. Like, I mean,
Every
it's,
single one of us has another band.
yeah. Whether they're, and we don't all, you know.
And other roles too.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
Jason,
there's-
Hot Water Music wouldn't even be close to the position that we're in right now if it wasn't for all the work that this guy does.
And there's a lot of things that people don't think
You know
about.
that.
Like, people are always
Yeah.
like, what do you guys do when Chuck's doing his solo records? Well, Chris is doing his solo records, he's just not going on tour the other 200 days of the year to support it. You know, there's a lot of, I don't know, it's kind of weird the way people look at things with us. Like, they
Just
don't,
different
you know,
perceptions.
yeah.
It is weird.
Yeah.
Everybody stays busy.
Yeah,
Very busy.
that's good.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, to say the least.
Okay, busy. This is a good point. One of our users asked, when you guys are on tour, would it be possible to book you guys for like a private session for 50, 60 people in a very small club or a bar or something? Paid,
Yeah,
of
we
course.
just did that 2 nights ago in La Guia.
You did.
50 to 60 people. I mean, it depends on.
It was not for 10 people.
It depends on what it is.
It's
like,
totally,
you
yeah.
know, we have so little time to do what we do anyway. We're not
Yeah.
looking to play to less people. We're
But
trying to play
it's
to more.
yeah, it's a matter of timing though, and
Sometimes it's a
situation,
cool
and
opportunity.
like you never know. And
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, we've been known to. I mean, we've always kind of been a band who we enjoy doing pretty much whatever we want, and having the diversity to go play, you know, a house party or come and play Greenfield Festival. You know what I mean? It's, you know.
Anything you like better?
Well, I mean, it just depends on the day, man. I mean, like, it's
Yeah.
we do it all because we like it all. You know,
It's good to have
different.
diversity.
Yeah, it's nice to have different kinds of shows, different, you know, festivals to clubs, and
They all serve a purpose.
yeah.
Is there any show that stayed in your head where you would say that's it?
The really good ones and the really bad ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all the rest is just like a blender. Just yeah. So
There's one in particular I think about a lot when I think about hot water gigs, and that was at Skaters Palace in Münster. You know which one I'm talking about? Where like people, yeah, probably. Yeah. Well, which one was that? No, but when the barricade broke and it was just like shrapnel and like, you know, it was amazing. No one got seriously injured, but there was just this kind of. That was fierce and beautiful all at the same time. Like, that was a great gig.
Okay.
I can't remember what year that was, but
On Exister, do you have a favorite song?
no, it's that's always a hard question. Like for any, you know, that's, you know, I
I don't
mean,
have a
that's.
favorite song for any record
Yeah,
at all.
Not at all.
They all mean something, and they all feel you know, like something else, and then it always
They
changes
change
too.
over time, and you
It
start.
totally changes.
It's like with the songs, there's songs that react better live. That aren't necessarily like anyone's favorite song on the record, for example. You know what I mean? Or like my whatever. I don't really like this song that much compared to the other songs, but it goes
a lot of the ones we like more on the records we don't play live.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't react with the people well. So and then that even changes over time too. So, you know, I mean, the record's only been out for 3 weeks. Haven't gotten tired of it yet.
Yeah.
But you always, by the time you're done, it's a record. It's not 13 songs.
Yeah.
It's a record.
Okay.
Like, you're in there working your ass off, and everybody is, and you're there for weeks and weeks, and you know it's a body of work. So
each
it's
song,
hard
each
to
part.
think about it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, everything is kind of in its place. Like you can't, you know, it's like, you know, when you're building a structure, you know, you have to have everything in its place, otherwise, you know, the thing's going to fall apart. And yeah, that is the way we kind of look at records and, you know, putting them together.
So your show is coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
I have no idea. No.
Hopefully the temperature dropping about 15 degrees.
I'm gonna play a couple guitar solos.
I mean, you can.
It's rooftops. That's what I left out.
Yeah, it is. There you go. Well, whatever. Leave it out. It's fun. You never know at festivals. It's
Yeah.
like you. Sometimes they're great. Sometimes they're not.
Yeah, you really never know.
Ever been here before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a fantastic festival.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's organized very well, at least from the perception that we see. The staff has always been incredibly hospitable, very kind and helpful, hardworking people, and you can't really ask for a more beautiful setting. I mean, it's pretty spectacular out there.
It is,
so.
it is. That's what everybody says.
Yeah. So it's nice.
Okay, so I hope you have a good time
Thank
for the rest of the day, and thank you for your time. Right?
Yeah, right on. Nice meeting you, man.
Thanks.